Hi, and welcome to our Pigs Alley Social. Today we're going to be painting a landscape on cardboard using an inspiration photo. I chose this scene of the Morris Arboretum near my house. So I have my inspiration, my surface to paint on, which is a piece of cardboard, two paintbrushes. I have a large brush and a small brush since I'll be working general to specific today, a paper towel, a water cup, and a set of paints. I'm using white, yellow, red, blue, and brown, and I pre-mixed some colors just to speed up the demo time. To get started, I'm going to take my smaller brush, dip it in that brown paint, and I'm going to place the horizon line about 1/3 of the way up on my surface. Then I'm going to place these trees. I like to hold my brush at a diagonal to see where the trees actually are. This is just a loose idea of where the trees are in the picture. When we go over it with more paint, we can always refine them a little bit. I'm going to add a little base to each tree. And that's my general composition, just the basic lines to give me a sense of where the color needs to go. Now I'm going to start with my big brush, working general to specific, and I'm going to start blocking in the negative space, the background. I'm going to start with that blue sky peeking through the trees, and with this big brush I'm just going to put dabs of blue paint everywhere I see that blue sky peeking through. The sky is usually lighter toward the horizon. It gets darker as it goes up. So I'm going to try to play around with the different shades of blue here. All right, so that's as much blue as I'm going to put on for now. I'm going to go in with some of the dark green to get the bushes in the background. To make this dark green, I mixed yellow and a lot of blue. I'm just going to patch it in all around the trees where I see the green in the background. So I'm peeking through here. I love how negative space makes things appear. So by painting around the trees, I'm actually making those trees pop out. Okay, I'm going to clean that dark green off my brush. And I'm going to go in with a slightly lighter green and a different type of stroke to get the grass in the foreground. Again, I'm squinting at my picture and at my surface just to simplify things so I don't see all the detail. I'm just seeing the general colors and shades that I need to get on here. I'm going to clean that light green off, and now I'm going to go in and start blocking in my trees. I'm going to start with a very light shade on the side that the sun is hitting. This is pretty much just white where the light is hitting the tree. Just light over here too. And now for the dark side of the tree, I actually mixed some red and some blue to make this grayish shade. I'm just going to go in with my brush and get the darker side of the tree. Again, squinting at my photo, squinting at my surface. A little more over here. I'm going to clean that gray off my brush. And now that I have the general idea, I'm going to go in with the smaller brush and add some more specifics. I'm going to go into that background where I see a forsythia bush, mixing up a nice light yellow here. And that forsythia is in bloom back here. I'm going to actually extend it over here just because that area could use a little interest too. Now I'm going to go in with some dark green, add this bush that I left out. That's the nice thing about paint. You can always change things, especially if this is an acrylic paint that dries fast. So you can go over it, tweak it as you go. I want these trees to pop out a little bit more. So I always think about edges in my work, and I'm working from the edge away to get contrast. So it's It's a little darker here. It's going to make that tree look a little lighter next to it. Add some darks over here to make the tree pop out even more. And I'm dabbing the paint on here. I love how the Impressionist paint, and it's a great style for this type of painting where you're doing a landscape. Just dabs of color. Adding some blades of grass. Still squinting at my picture, making sure I've matched the values, the lights and the darks. I think this tree could go a little lighter on this edge. Over here, down at the trunk, there's a lot of light hitting it. Over here, same thing. The trunk goes a little bit lighter. Kind of imagining how the color's wrapping around the tree. I'm going to wrap it with that brush stroke. And now I think I might want to lighten up my sky a bit. Again, to help make things pop. Lighter. So I think it's a pretty good match actually for the image I'm working from. Just gonna lighten this grass over here. Whoa, that went too light. And you know what? All I have to do is add a little green back into that. Darken it up. And there I have it, my arboretum scene. Now it's your turn. Find a surface, an inspiration photo, a set of paints, and make a landscape. And when you're finished, please tag it, #PigsAlleySocial, and share it with us. Thank you.